Welcome to the channel again, everyone. We got some Ichiban Kuji figures from Banpresto. These are really hard to research and find. I was lucky enough to find these locally at some used toy stores, and after researching, I came to realize they're made by Banpresto. Here's what they came like in the packaging. That's the only English on this entire thing other than Attack on Titan in the letter B. So it seems like they come in 2 packs, but I've seen some where there's only a single figure. Maybe those are special figures. And then these are some of the other figures that were available by Banpresto. So pretty much almost all the characters are there from the Attack on Titan series. At least all the ones that were part of the Survey Corps. It's interesting they don't make some of the members that were not part of the military group. Like more the politicians or the defunct king or something like that. Alright, well anyways, they're around 2.5-inch figures from what I understand, but let's get the ruler out and make sure. Yeah, it's a little bit taller than 2.5 inches, like 6.5 centimeters or so for this one. If you take the stand into account, it's more like probably 7 centimeters, and which would be around 2 3/4 of an inch. So the main character in the Attack on Titan is Eren Yeager, and this is his character here, and it comes with a base, and that base does say Eren on it. It's got the Survey Corps logo printed, looks like weathered. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or if this is really used. And then there's a molded in HKOT licensing, Banpresto 2014. Okay, so now I know how old it is. So that's good to know. So 8 years old, I guess it makes sense as to why these are kind of pricey, I thought. But I really like that Attack on Titan TV show. I highly recommend you watch it. Okay, so I'm getting this little thing in here. It's got a square peg going into the back. And then this obviously is going to peg into that base. But you know what? Let's just lose that for now. So the hands here, you can see they're pretty nice. They do look like flesh-colored hands, and then they're about the same molding as the swords, and they have the little brake lever or clutch lever, and then the swords have the little strakes for the tips to break. And then let's see, with this cape, I'm noticing is a separate piece. There's a little dot here with the silver on it, and the cape is like a matte green, so that's nice. And the jacket is a matte color as well, matte tan. You can see a little pocket detail. You can see the shirt here is like a yellowish, and there's some printing or something. Oh, maybe that's a leather strap right there. And then the belt is like a gray color, and then they have this like weird skirt that's brown. The straps are brown, the boots are brown, the bottom of the boots are gray. And then the vertical maneuver gear is all silver. And yeah, back here as well, all silver. Nicely molded details. I mean, these are really small pieces we're looking at here. And they even molded on the back side, and that's different from the front side. So yeah, I'm quite impressed actually. The Survey Corps logo is on the back of the cape as well, and then the hair actually has two colors going on. It's first painted brown, and then they have a darker color, frosting. Okay, giving some depth there. The face itself, yeah, nice flesh color again. The mouth has some like a maroon in there, barely a nose, and then the eyes are really printed nice in that anime style. Black, white, green, 2 greens actually. A couple other strikes here to give it some movement. So very nice. The hair is hanging over the face as well. I'm impressed. It's a pretty cool little figurine for something this small. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, back to that peg. So hopefully you can see now it's square, and there's a square in there, maybe you can see right there. Alright, and there's only one hole in this base. It's got a hex. So he's just literally floating. He's not actually touching the base. But that stand is pretty strong. So that works. Very nice. Okay, next one is Mikasa, Eren's partner in crime, I guess. And let's look at this one. Get a different angle here. So basically the same outfit, really. But it is a different pose. Is it? Or no? Maybe it is the same. No, it is a different outfit, actually. The jackets are different. So the males seem to have longer jackets than the females. And Mikasa also has her scarf. So that's cool. The cape here is also a separate piece again. Yeah, actually the strapping on the legs is different too. I just thought they would maybe save money and have the same body, but no, it's quite different. And actually the browns are different. Or not, maybe not. I get the impression that this brown is darker than that brown. It actually is. You can clearly see, well, I can clearly see this brown here is lighter than that brown. So maybe it's just a different day at the factory, different paint they ordered that day. Okay, so Mikasa's got, nicely printed eyes as well. They're more, they're like a gray tone, maybe a slight bit of green in there. Okay, and then a couple other movement stripes. And this one's just a closed mouth, and it's just a printed on red line for the lips. And again, barely a tip of a nose right there. So the hair again is nice. I don't see as much of the color variation though. I think it's just one color. There's no frosting. There's no second frosting of paint there. A little chip in the paint there. That's probably because it's used. And then yeah, the vertical maneuver gear looks pretty good. Yeah, bottom boot, same deal there. And it looks like we have another same square peg. And I'm gonna guess. Yeah, actually, this is a little bit different as well. This piece. Oh, you know what? I'm noticing the head can turn now. Oh, all right. Didn't even bother checking. So yeah, you can get a little bit of posing, or if you want to see her without the cape. That's all right also, but I think I'll just lose the cape if I don't leave it on. But we can get a better look at that logo. Yeah, that's nicely printed. Yeah, very good. Okay. So this base, yeah, it just says Mikasa. They're not putting their last names on it. And it's basically the same printing, but this one's pink. Okay, this last one is Levi. I wonder if that's the same cape or not. No, that's a totally different cape casting as well. Let me see about this one. Yep, all three capes are totally different as far as the mold goes. So that's pretty nice. Banpresto went through a lot of trouble. They could have easily saved some money sharing a lot of parts and just swapping the heads out. But they went through their trouble. Alright, I'll figure out maybe Mikasa later. Alright, let's look at this guy beheaded. So he's just looking down. Kind of like, what are you doing? Or maybe he's sad, I'm not sure. And unfortunately being used, there's a lot of scratching here, so I don't know if the person previously dropped it a lot or what. I'll have to see if I can get a Q-tip off. I don't know if that is paint missing or white, something white on top of it. So it's interesting that the back of the hair here is gray, and then it's a much darker, I guess it's black. Yeah, this is black hair here. So interesting. All right, where's this person's body? So then we got the pockets. We have some button details, a white scarf. Yeah, buckles painted silver. Little silver buckles on these things, even really small. I mean, this is a dental pick here, so I don't know how people paint this stuff. I don't know if a machine did this or some poor soul did that. I'm gonna guess a machine tampo printed that. Anyways, this is all silver and stuff. And then, yeah, you get a better view of all the vertical maneuver gear here, the retractors and the shooters. Alright. And then this one has a hex hole in it. So yeah, the stand's a little bit different. And this might be a different wave, maybe. Maybe they had a couple different waves, because this is a totally different base as far as the graphic goes. And the date. This says 2015. Yeah. Whereas the first two were 2014. Alright, so this is wave 2 or wave 2015. I'm going to try it this way. Yeah, the round peg is a lot easier to put in than that square one. Yeah, so they made some improvements along the way. You'll see they molded the cape to actually go over that arm as well, it seems. So well designed. Or maybe, I think it is supposed to be that way. I can't really twist it in a different location. Yeah, see this square one. I think it would have made sense if it was round, because then if this person's flying, you could like rotate the person. Of course, they would have to make this clear stand a little taller to allow that kind of rotation. But anyways, can't change it now. Yeah, that cape also is molded to fit the body a certain way. Yeah. Let me get the spinner. Well, luckily for now, I have no desire to collect every one of these figures. Except for maybe Hanji. I really like that character. And actually Annie. But the other ones I can do without. Possibly, maybe I'd actually like to get this Levi. That's probably from the first wave, because it looks like it's the same as these two. Where he's more of an action pose, where here he's just kind of like, commanding someone to do something. But these things are really, really expensive, so it's because Attack on Titan is extremely popular, it seems. Yeah, unfortunately I was living under a rock the last few years, and I never really knew what it was. I saw all these toys years ago, I just didn't know what they were. So unfortunately now I'm paying an inflated price because I have finally seen the TV show. Alright, well anyways, thanks for watching. I'm sure I'll pick up some other figures sooner or later, and there'll be some other Attack on Titan content. I can't speak English anymore, sorry. Alright, see you guys, bye.